Hey guys, I've got a Dell Dimension 8400 desktop computer here. I'm going to show you what I did to it. This is the inside right now as you're looking at it, and I'll show you here. Hang on a minute. This sucker is heavy. Alright, it's got a PS2 mouse and keyboard. It's got onboard sound here, regular Ethernet and USB here. It's got a video card with DVI, S-Video and VGA, regular telephone modem which nobody uses nowadays. And here it's got a Sound Blaster SB0410 sound card. On the insides you could see that's the video card, that's the dial-up modem, and this is the Sound Blaster SB0410 video card. I've got 4 slots of RAM. I got them all filled up. I don't remember exactly how much it is. When we power up we'll see. This is the cooling fan and the heatsink. I got a really good heatsink here. Power supply here, and over here we've got the optical drive, the DVD read-write. There's no floppy drive. It's got a SATA hard drive here. Let me show you something else on it. See here, these clips, these are spares. 2 long ones and 2 short ones. The 2 long ones are for if you want to put another optical drive in here. It's the the clips to hold them together, and the 2 short ones are for the hard drive if you want to put another hard drive in here. So this is the SATA hard drive, and down here it's the front panel USB ports. Now I'm going to show you. I'm going to power it up. Hang on a minute there. Let me just show you the front panel. That's the DVD drive. Power switch down here, and in the bottom here there used to be a door here. Really, nonsense. At the bottom here you gotta stick the USB flash drive in there, like up there. It's really awkward. You really can't see what you're doing. I'm gonna go ahead and hook it up and power it up, and I'll show you what it does. Give me a minute. I'll cut here and then start back again. This is an original Dell keyboard with the first generation PS2 mouse connector, and that's what I'm going to be using. And this is a Dell mouse with the PS2 connector, and it's got trackball for you kids nowadays who don't know what that is. And I'm going to be using a DVI cable from the computer to the monitor. Okay, when I power it on, you'll see it comes up with two options. We don't want HDMI, we want DVI. Digital. Alright. See what it says there? Choose an operating system to start or press tab to select a tool. Because I've got Windows XP and Windows 7. I got two operating systems on the same hard drive. I'm going to boot it up on Windows 7, Windows XP. There you see, Windows XP on the same hard drive in the same computer. And I've got these Mickey Mouse speakers there. Sounds familiar? Alright, so that's Windows XP, and what I did on all of my computers, I'll open up a folder here. Let's go to my computer. Storage, see here? Storage D, local disk E. This local disk is the operating system, and the storage, remember I told you before, whenever I do a computer, I divide my hard drive into two partitions. One is going to be the storage, and the other one is going to be the operating system. In this case here, that's Windows XP. Now this storage is going to appear, the very same storage drive here, D, is going to appear in the other system when I boot it up in Windows 7. That way it's common, the storage is common to both operating systems, and you could always exchange and swap and review stuff, you know, whatever, depends on, you know, no matter what operating system you're using. Now here, let's see if I could go into, get a little closer, going to local disk E, program files, users, Windows, my drivers, oh, there's nothing there. I just want to check something here, properties. Okay, so capacity is 97 gigabytes. It's a 250 gigabyte hard drive, a SATA hard drive. When I partitioned it, I made it 100 gigabytes for the C drive, and the remainder, which was like 130 something, for the storage drive. And that storage drive is shared by both operating systems. Also, that C, what should have been the C drive, but it's really an E drive here. Alright, let me just close this out. Storage D, total size is 136 gigabytes, and that's shared between both. So when I open this up, everything here, the ASS folder, which is additional system software, anything I get, browsers, whatever else, I just put it in here. Documents and settings, program files, and Windows. Everything should be on the other hard drive as well. Now let's go into here, my music, sample music, just to show you. It plays. Now that sound is playing on with the onboard sound card built into the motherboard. I got the drivers for it, that's how it could play. The Sound Blaster sound card that PCI sound card wouldn't play on the Windows XP. It plays on the Windows 7. So I'm going to close that out. I don't think there's anything more for me to show you here. Recycle bin is the same, all of that. I'm gonna restart it. If I go to turn off and I go to restart, if I turn off, it's going to shut the whole thing down. If I go to restart, it's going to restart and it's going to give me the same two options again to boot up in Windows XP, which is the earlier version, or Windows 7, which is what I put on here. I couldn't go higher than Windows 7 because the motherboard wouldn't take it. So I'm going to hit restart. Sounds familiar? Once it comes back with that, it's going to boot up. Now it's going to give me, alright, you see that? It gives me the options. Earlier version of Windows, which was the Windows XP we just did, and now Windows 7. Windows 7 is highlighted. It's always going to boot up in Windows 7 unless you select the other one. So I'm going to boot up in Windows 7 now. There you see it's starting Windows. That's the Windows 7 screen coming on there now. There, we're on Windows 7 now. So I've got two operating systems, Windows XP and Windows 7, on the same hard drive on the same computer. Now let's just go into some of the stuff that might be here. I just wanted to see if I could show you. Oh, remember, I didn't change the plug for the speaker system. Let me just do this now. Going to scrapbook here. I just wanted to open up a folder. Music, sample music. Alright, if I play any one of these, it wouldn't play. It'll look like it's playing, but you wouldn't hear any sound until I switch. See, it's playing there, but you don't hear anything even though the sound is on. I'm gonna move that kind of difficult to see at the back there. There you hear it. The reason why you didn't hear the sound at first was because the onboard sound card, audio wouldn't work with Windows 7. So the sound only works with the Sound Blaster SB0410 card, which I got the drivers for. If you use Windows XP, you use the onboard audio output. If you use Windows 7, you use the Sound Blaster. You just got to move the audio plug, and that's about it. Now, let me just show you this here now. I was telling you about the storage drive, so let's open up a folder anywhere here. Go to computer and the storage drive here and local drive E, as with the Windows XP. So The local drive E is Windows 7, and both XP and Windows 7 are common on that. Storage D is the same storage I was telling you about. If I open up that, if I do a properties, yeah, 136 gigabyte total space and 69.8 gigabyte free, and both are shared. Both share the same folders. Alrighty. Let me see some here.